Hello and welcome to Little Sue. So today is day number 13 in my Christmas in July series. Can't believe we're already on the 13th of July. So like I said in my previous video, I was going to do something that had been requested. So as you can see, I've got a couple of things in front of me. So to start off with, this is a stamp and die set that I got. I can't remember where I got it. I think it might have been eBay. But it's a Christmas themed one. And in here is everything that I need to make one of these. So I have these big tags. I've also got the little tags as well because I like making little ones of these too. But we're going to make a big one today. So, if you haven't guessed, I'm making my glitter tags. Some people thought that I actually made them out of chipboard. I sent one off to someone and she thought I made it out of chipboard, but it's not, it's cardboard. It is literally these cardboard tags. I'm just trying to take the tops out of them. So these are just cardboard, not very, quite flimsy, bend easily, and no, this isn't my idea. I found this last year, I think it was, about October, November time. I seen a woman make these tags and she said that if you glue 3 to 4 pieces of already die cut tags, it makes them really, really strong. So that they don't bend as easily and it makes them look more like chipboard. So all I am going to do is literally glue around the edge, some in the middle, and lay one on top. And then I'm going to do the same for the next one as well. Just go around the edge. Some in the middle. And then around the little loop. And then ideally what you want to do is leave this overnight so as that it's got a tight seal, but also so as it doesn't curl, because sometimes these tags curl a wee bit. I leave mine under a stack of books. But in Blue Peter fashion, I've already made mine. So that's the one I've just done, and this one I made a while ago, not sure when, but I do have quite a few of them already prepared so that we can get on to the next stage. So as you can hear, it's quite strong and I'm actually putting a lot of pressure on that, and as you can see it's not moving very much. So pick one that I haven't put my gluey fingers all over. So this is the tag. Next you're going to need triple thick. I got this one off at eBay. I think I paid £3-4 for it. I can't actually remember, but it's just a wee tiny bottle. It's not a huge massive amount. And I've made quite a few of these tags. And this is the only glue, because it gives a dome shape when you put it on. And what else you will need is a little tray. I'm using my pens because it's quite hard and I can move it around everywhere. And a tiny pot of glitter. So whilst you're waiting for your tag to be glued, what you could do at this stage is stamp your image out and die cut it into whatever shape you're wanting. So I've already done mine as well. So I did this one yesterday, and then also while you're waiting for your tag to dry, what you need to do is, using your triple thick and the glitter, is do that. I'm not sure if it's going to show up on camera, but it makes this a wee bit harder, but also gives it a little bit of dimension, which isn't really showing up on camera. So I've already prepared mine. This is why I said that it does take a few days to actually make one of these in my previous video, because you have to wait for everything to dry. So you are also going to need some embellishments to go with this. Now I'm using these little beautiful gem flowers. They look a bit like poinsettias, which is why I'm going to be using these. So as you can see, I've got a few of them. I've not got many of these left. So I just set that one there. You'll need tweezers to actually put it onto it, and then if I haven't put it on in place, I just use my little pokey tool to move it down or up or to the side. Now I'm literally just going to let the glue now. If you want it thicker, you put more on. If you want a thin layer, you put less on. But with like a wee spatula type thing, I'm using one of those old-fashioned glue spatulas that you used to get in the school. And all I'm doing is I'm moving it right up to the corners and right up to the edges. Now the good thing about this glue is it doesn't drip off unless you actually hold it like that. Then it does. So I'm wanting a wee bit more. And there we go. So I've got a nice good covering of glue over it. Now this is where this comes in very handy. So all I'm going to do is put that down. Give my spatula a wipe. And you don't need the triple thick anymore because you've already done that one. And this is where your glitter comes in. So obviously glitter makes a right mess. Now the woman I was watching, she used crushed glass in hers, and I didn't like that idea of putting crushed glass because she did say that even though it's crushed glass, it's like glitter basically, it can still cut you. So I have gone with glitter because I figured it gives the same effect as well. Now there's some on the lid here, and all I'm going to do is gently tap over it. And if I just bring it up, and some people might think that that's enough glitter, but I want a wee bit more. Now you can put as much glitter on it as you want, you can put as little glitter on it as you want, it's entirely up to you how glittery you want the tag. And I find just putting the lid on, shaking it upside down a wee bit, turning it up the right way, there's enough glitter on that. Because obviously if you try and tip it out the actual pot, you might end up with it all over the place. And there we go. So I think that's enough glitter on it now. And now while it's like that, while it's still wet, I am going to put on this gorgeous little flower. Now I'm hoping to get some poinsettias. To make these tags, little gem poinsettias. I don't think this is, but it looks very similar to a poinsettia, so that's why I'm using these. And all I'm going to do is hover it above where I think I want it to go and then just drop it on. And then if you don't like where it's fell, you just use your wee pokey tool and move it over a wee bit if you want. But I quite like that, so. And then with this, because you've already pre-done it, you can touch it because it's all dry. I've put foam tape onto the back of mine because I want it to stand off the tag. But I've noticed that you also need to make sure you put a lot of foam on it. So as you can see, I've gone right across mine because it does bend down for some reason. And then all I'm going to do is use my tweezers and right here is where I want it.
I was holding.
And I'm just pushing it down ever so slightly. And then that's it. So that's what I've done. Now obviously I can't show you the sides of it because this one is still wet. So yet again in another Blue Peter fashion, one I made yesterday. So this is the one that I did last night, because obviously you need to leave this to dry for at least 24 hours to make sure that the triple thick is actually set. So all I'm going to do is just move that off to the side. That's the reason why I use sort of my pen case, because I can move this anywhere, and you need to let it set flat. If you have it at a slight angle, the glue actually runs down to the bottom and you find that it's thicker at the bottom and not at the top. So having it on a tray, you can move it anywhere then. So this is the one I made yesterday, and as you can see there, the sentiment sticks out a wee bit, as does the flower, and that is how the woman made the tags as well. It's near enough the exact same way, except she used the crushed glass, not glitter. I prefer the glitter, it gives a lot more sparkle. And with the sentiment I did the exact same thing. I put the triple thick on it and spread it out so that it covered all over, and then I sprinkled some glitter over it. Aye, there you go, you can see the shine that comes off it as well. And I think these are just absolutely beautiful. You can actually use them as tags if you want, or use them as Christmas decorations, hang them up, use them however you want at Christmas. I made a set for, I can't even remember who it was, but I didn't make them Christmas themed. But that is my 13th Christmas in July, day 13. And I will just zoom you in like I always do. This one you're going to have to get quite far zoomed in. There we go. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked my little make today. Please leave comments for any suggestions on what I should make tomorrow. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.